Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Yo, lady. Hey, check, right 21, right 21. Yo, lady. That's 61, match box, lights. Kill, kill, kill. 25, check 25. Red 80. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. On second down, Michel, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. They find some open field here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. He's got it to James White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 52. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me? Go, baby. Check 99. Ozzy.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check. Crunch. Mike 5-4. Protein spill. Woo-hoo. Alert! Easy. Sugar.
From midfield, here's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Rip. Hey, Haywood. Rip.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. And how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On 2nd down, Michelle, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After one, it's 13-6. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ozzie, smooth.
Now Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defense...
Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got you. Shift. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 20.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gostkowski with the extra point. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that will tie things up at 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On the catch, it's Crowder. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
General West. Check. Switch. Red 80.
This is Bell. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going deep here for Edelman. It's caught inside the 25. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 46 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Blue draw quarters. Watch the run. 54. Regular.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, put it. Alert. Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Buzz. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Okay, 166.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, Mike 54.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check 24, check 24. Hold 50. Shadow.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Brady, and he loses the football a second time, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Bell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Bell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Copeland leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the... Let's go. No, 66. Hey, Delta. 4. Mike 54. Mike 54. Okay. Hey, check it.
Now Brady finding some room at midfield to Gordon out left. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
72.
Brady now on first down. He completes it right side to White. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Go Bandit. Easy. Check it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get out the field, defense. Slam.
Ball 50.
Bang. Showing up.
80 weapon. Shoot.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wait, that. Round 80. Stay with your man.
Kill.
Regular.
Brady now on first down. It's complete. James White. White's got a first down and more. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Mike 5-4. Here we go.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Wide, 20 hot.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
SOS.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the twist. Jim.
Wide, 28.
And they will run it with Michelle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
He's checking.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
That's complete. It's Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Better bring it. Hey, go 66. Go Bandit.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Brady now still just the 1 incompletion, 16 of 17. It's 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Darnold on first down. Out left to Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Patriots, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone.